What is up, everybody? We are here at Lakehouse Music Academy at the amazing Count Basie Theater in Red Bank.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. I'm here with Mackenzie. We are so excited to be here. Mackenzie, what's going on today?
Well, today is our first open house. We are so excited to be having a partnership with the Count Basie here in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Oh my gosh, we have two more open houses as well. We have May 15th, it's a Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Also, we have May 18th, a Tuesday, 3:30 to 8 p.m. It's going to be off the hook. Come on down. We're here today till 8 p.m. if you're watching in. Right in the chat, we have bands starting. We're going to tell you more about the bands. Let's go on inside. Let's take a little look around.
Let's go.
All right, so we are here. We're going to take a tour, and just so you know, coming up, we have interviews with the Count Basie staff. We have live performances from some of our students and teachers, as well as later, a very own free trial for some of you. If you're looking right now and you're close by, come on down, hop right in that free trial. All right, so it's going to be amazing. Right behind me, we have our Moto Records wall. All right, so these are artists that have gone through our artist program. What is the artist program, you ask? The artist program is a 60-minute weekly class where you are one-on-one with a songwriting instructor. You're writing songs, you're getting ready, you're learning how the artist industry works, and after you write some songs, then you get to go to the legendary Lakehouse Recording Studios in Asbury Park, record your songs, get an EP together. After you have that EP together, you put together some artwork. We help Moto Records. What this is, it's an educational record label which gives you the material and the power to become the artist. So we give you all the tools you need to get on your way. And also, if you're in high school, if you want to make a record, this stuff is incredible as well, moving forward for colleges and all that kind of stuff. So behind us, we have our incredible artists. So take a look at that for a second. It is so exciting. Awesome. We have the big gig. Let's look at this beautiful poster. Also, we got Chris here. Everyone say hey, Chris, on our welcome team. Awesome. Right here, big gig, Vogel Theater. Yes, you read that correctly. The brand new Vogel Theater. We're doing the big gig June 18th to the 20th, right next door. So come on down. We'll give you a tour of this space. And if you're in a band, get ready. We're going to the Vogel in June. It's going to be insane. All right, let's take this tour around. All right, so this is fun, right, guys? Over here, you're seeing the back of the room for the very first time. We got Mr. Brandon here, one of our amazing instructors. He's going to be our Thursday instructor here at the Basie. So let's give it up for Brandon. Everyone here, make some noise. Awesome, awesome. Behind Brandon, we have Lakehouse Recording Studios, Studio North Control Room. Over here, we have our Stripe curriculum. High on the wall here, stripes. What are stripes? Stripes are our system of curriculum. So for whatever instrument you play, you can start all the way from the white stripe. They're a physical band you wear on your wrist. You go to yellow. Once you get those scales, those rudiments, those exercises, those song styles, you go up to red, green, blue, purple, brown, black, so on and so forth. It is so much fun, and it gives you something to work towards. All right, let's move on down. This is awesome. We have our TV right here. All right, this is for all of our content, everything going on. All right, we got some people in the room checking out the space. Give it up, people! Oh man, we have a special guest. We have Alexia on the drums over here with Mr. John himself. Let's give it up for them. Good job, guys. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. So in just a little bit of time, we will be having a free trial happening in this space. We have drums, we have guitar amps, we have keyboards, microphones, all of the above. It's going to be exciting. So we're doing lessons, we're doing bands here. So come on down. All right. Wow. Mackenzie, what do we have coming up?
Up next, we have a live performance from one of our very own instructors, Brandon Flynn. Stay tuned.
Hi.
Nice.
Hi. I'm Brandon, and I'm going to be doing a quick set for you guys. This first song's by a band called Maroon 5. It's called Sunday Morning. Sunday morning rain is falling. Steal some cover, share some skin. Well, clouds are shrouding us in a moment's unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I'm in. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would bring me back to you. That someday it would bring me back to you. That may be all I need. And in darkness she is all that I see. So well, come and rest your bones with me. We're driving slow on Sunday morning. I never wanna leave. Well, fingers trace your every outline. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'll paint a picture with my hands. When back and forth we sway like branches in a storm. Change the weather, still together when it ends. That may be all that I need. And in darkness she is all I see. So well, come and rest your bones with me. We're driving slow on Sunday morning. I never Maybe all I need. And in darkness she is all I see. So well, come and rest your bones with me. We're driving slow on Sunday morning. And I never wanna leave. And you may not know, but that may be all that I need. And in darkness she is all come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never wanna leave. And I never want to leave. Thank you. This next song is a song I wrote, but I stole the beginning, if you recognize it. I guess it comes down to fate and everyone's opinions. And Madeline dies and Jane's phone rings, but she lets it run to the machine. Leave some space in between. It's been a long time coming and it seemed like she was so for it. She says that she's over and she's over it. And Marilyn, now fully submerged It's not getting better, but at least she's not getting worse. She says if Sam and I are dying tonight, then I'll find a way to make it out alive. And if there's so much shame wrapped up in her name, why try? Sam and I are dying, that's fine. She says Sam and I are dying tonight. She'll find a way to make it out alive. I don't know. I think it still needs some work, but we'll see. The next song is called Sweet Caroline. Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. And oh, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. And I've been inclined to believe they never would. Right now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, the hurting runs off my shoulder. And how can I hurt when holding you? One touching rain, reaching out, touching me, touching you. And I know, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. And I've been inclined to believe they never would. No, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. And I've been inclined to believe they never would. Thank you. One more. This next song is called Walking in Memphis. Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane, which touched down in the land of the Delta Blues, middle of the pouring rain. WC handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. But then I'm walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 7 feet off a bill. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, and I followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and then watched him walk right through. And now security, they did not see him, they just hovered around the tune. And when there's a pretty little thing just waiting for the king down in the jungle room. I was walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. Walking in Memphis, do you really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. Walking in Memphis, do you really feel the way I feel? Muriel plays the piano every Friday at the Hollywood. They brought me down to see her. They asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill. Walking in Memphis, do you really feel the way I feel when I'm walking in Memphis? I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. I'm walking in Memphis, do you really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane, which touched down land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain, which touched down in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
If you're just joining us, welcome. We are Lakehouse Music Academy, and this is our open house in Red Bank. Coming up, we will have live interviews from members of the Count Basie staff, and we'll also have some various performance from Lakehouse students, and we will also be doing a live band demo where we pick someone who has no musical experience and make them join a band. Stay tuned. Back to you, Brandon.
Our core program here at Lakehouse Music Academy is designed to create a killer band environment for teens that helps them hone their performance and musical skills.
I can't remember, like, the amount of times that I've laughed in core practice is, like, ridiculous.
You can connect with people and you can meet other musicians, and it's more than just being bandmates. You can be friends too, and I just think it's a really good vibe and it's fun.
My favorite thing about the core program is that we all get to pick our own songs. So if someone else picks a song that I've never really listened to before, we get a chance to listen to different types of music and different varieties.
Students participate in a group and a private lesson every single week. Our core program is led by our world-class instructors who help share their experiences as touring and recording artists to help students develop their own voice on their instruments.
My instructor is not like a teacher, like a school teacher. He is more of like, to like a personal level, understands me for me, and gets my aspect and my input.
I've met a lot of friends that I have today and are very good friends with. I have a great time playing music with them, but it's not even like that. It's not even just that. It's just fun to come and see my friends and just be with them.
Over the years, there have been a ton of cool places that we've gotten to play at, and it's a really cool experience.
We get to show off what we've been practicing through the months, and we really get to just like rock out.
We're all like really an accepting group. We really like let each other in, and we get to know each other as friends. And it's really a good environment, which is why I've been doing it for so long.
One of the coolest things is there is zero experience required to join any of our bands. What we do here is we like to curate our bands, so when we meet you, we find out what you want to play, maybe how old you are, what style of music you're doing, what instrument you play, and we pair that with the band here that we know is going to be the perfect match for you. We've been developing our curriculum for years to serve the absolute beginner all the way up to the advanced student. We actually developed an in-house curriculum called the Stripes curriculum, which goes from white stripe all the way up to black stripe, and it takes you through necessary scales, exercises, musical styles, and so on to actually get you where you need to be. So give us a call or visit our website and sign up for a free trial. No better time than now to join a band. All right, world, we are here live. My name is Ben. I'm here, honored to be standing next to Brandon Flynn.
Hello, hello.
Brandon just graced your ears and mine with his wonderful sounds. And Brandon has been a long-time teacher with Lakehouse. So we're going to take a few moments and get to know, as some of the younger students call him, Mr. Brandon. So Brandon, tell us a little about yourself. What instruments do you play?
I play piano, guitar, bass, drums, ukulele, and I sing.
And he just put us all to shame. That's awesome, man. How long have you been with Lakehouse for now?
I've been at Lakehouse, I think, a little over 2 years now. Yeah, I think a little over 2 years now. Yeah, and I've been working with the junior get started, the core, and some late night sessions too as well. At this
Amazing.
point, I'm up to 5 bands right now and a bunch of private lessons.
Awesome. And you guys getting ready to perform over at the Vogel?
Yes, yeah, we're really excited. Yeah, all 5 groups will be performing. They're all really, really excited. They're all in person now, which is great. It took us, a while to finally get them all there, but we're really excited to be getting there and to be performing live.
Cool.
They're all super excited.
What a blessing it is to be able to safely gather and practice.
Yeah,
right?
It's so huge. I can say, it was great that we had the virtual option for so long, But to finally, there's something about being in the room with people that chemistry can really, playing off each other. It's just a different thing.
There's
It's so
nothing like
great.
it.
There's nothing like it, yeah.
Which we're about to see in a little bit later. We're going to have a
Yes.
free trial here with people playing instruments, and Brandon's going to be over here leading it with me. So Brandon, tell us about some exciting news coming up here at the Basie that you are involved in.
Well, yeah, I'm really excited to say I'm going to be starting teaching Thursdays here. I'll teach all day. I'll have 3 groups, and we'll teach the full day on Thursdays. That should be starting in June.
We're starting in June, or I
Starting
think
in
maybe
June.
the last week of May, right?
Or maybe last week of May.
He's
yeah.
going to be teaching Get Started. That's a program for 6 to 10-year-olds. You have a 2-hour band, a 30-minute lesson, all right, one-on-one lesson there. And the band class is meeting right here in this room with Brandon as your instructor. You choose an instrument. Also, it's a time where you can, it's a great age to learn multiple instruments and explore
absolutely.
the possibilities of music.
Yeah, at that age, it's really great for them. You see the kids, they all have such a passion for the music, and they can find it on all these different instruments, whether they're on the drums and they're sort of, just learning how to keep their rhythms and keep our, what's our 4/4 time and staying within that. Or if we're learning pitch on our piano and our different keys. I think at that age, it's the best age to really kind of jump into everything, and it's a perfect program for that.
Yeah, cool. And then that'll be from 3:30 to 5:30 on Thursdays. From 5:45 to 7:45, we have our core band. So that's going to be a 2-hour band here and a 45-minute one-on-one private lesson. Tell us about some of your cores.
Yeah.
Maybe give them some shout-outs.
Chords are great. I've got a great core program right now. Actually, they'll be performing at the Vogel for this big gig. Input Output. That's their band name.
Yeah.
A little music reference there for our amp reference. But no, they're great. They've been together for a little over a year now. Some new members, but most of the members are a little over a year now.
Yep.
Since before the pandemic. So they're really excited. They were virtual for a while, and they're another one that's back in person.
Cool.
And they're sounding really, really great. Yeah, they've got some really fun covers. They're a great group.
Awesome, man. How would you describe the culture of the bands that you're in and the culture of Lakehouse?
Yeah, what's great about, actually, it's funny mentioning that core group in particular. What's great is the kids come in and, they kind of make these friendships that not only do they have within the band, but all of those kids within that band, they'll go after practice and they'll go hang out in Asbury. And it's going to be great about Red Bank. We've got a great Main Street right down here. And it's great. The kids, they hang out afterwards. They've all got each other's phone numbers, and they make friends that last their whole lifetime. And yeah, there's just something about that bond that you make playing music with other people that you can only make playing music with other people, I think.
Yeah.
That group in particular, and all the cores, I know they get so close. I think that age group too. It's really like, as you're becoming, they're teenagers, they're going into high school. It's such a nice outlet for them to kind of come in and meet like-minded kids and play together.
That's awesome. And as you and I can attest to, there are some amazing experiences you enjoy together when you're playing music in a band. Some things that are just purely musical.
Absolutely.
And you can't explain.
Yeah.
And you hit that downbeat together and everyone just goes,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, there's this
That was a
symmetry
moment.
that can only
Yeah.
exist, when you're
So,
playing music together.
It's stuff that we sound crazy talking about into
Yeah.
a camera if people are watching and have no idea. But if you have an idea of what we're talking about, come on down, take a free trial, join a band. We actually start bands at a beginner level. So if you've never played, doesn't matter your age, you could be 5 years old, you could be 75 years old. That doesn't matter because it's never too late. And also, we get to build the musical foundation from the ground up with simple songs. We teach you 1 note at a time, then 2 notes, then 3, all the way up to when you're playing chords, you're learning more songs, and then eventually you're in our artist program and you're writing material, right? So, I mean, speak on the artist program a little bit, just the songwriting process.
And I wanted to really quick, because you gave a great transition saying at any time you could start to the late night group, because I have a late night group now. And it's a lot of the same. It's exactly what you were saying. It's these people who haven't picked up guitar since high school, and are now. I won't say what past, but are now picking these instruments up that they've barely played or haven't played at all. We have our drummer Nina in there is totally new. She's never picked up the sticks before. And so even for the adults, they come in really fresh to it and have this great experience where they can learn and be playing and performing at venues and stuff in only the span of a couple months.
So cool.
So that's for the late night program. But for the artist program, I think that's one of the best services that we really offer. I really love the artist program. It's a great opportunity for you to take. If you have a songwriter at home, if you have someone that you know who's a songwriter but doesn't necessarily know about how do I record, how do I get in the studio, how do I take this idea in my head and put it into something tangible that I can share with the world. It will take you through all those steps from, taking your song you're writing and helping you workshop the writing process to now we're playing through it and we're working through what are some ways that we can improve on the music of it. How can we improve this chord progression? How can we play this a little better into the actual recording process in the studio it appears we're in.
It looks like we're in Studio North control room behind this mural, in front of this mural. It's amazing. So let's go through each piece of gear. All right, we got the distressors here, right? We got the LA2A. I'm just kidding. We're not going to go through all the gear, but that's awesome, man. The artist program, you get to record in here.
You get to go in this amazing studio. So if you're seeing this and you're getting some FOMO, this is where how you get in.
Amen to that, dude. Well, in the summer, we have a junior songwriting camp.
Yes.
Brandon over here is going to be running that camp. That's the week of July 26th to, I believe it's August 2nd or actually 26th to the 30th.
Speaking of the studio, because they get in, actually I should have asked, do they still get in the studio for the...
Oh, yeah. If you join that camp, you're actually going to get a chance to go back into the recording studio and record your songs.
That's part of that. That should be in there. Yeah, that's another really, really great, kind of similar to the artist program where it is we take this, it's shorter version, obviously. It's only a couple days. But in those couple days, we take the songs, we work through writing the songs. So you can, if you've never written a song before, you can come in totally blind, but you have that creativity and you have that spark. You can come in totally with no experience, and we'll help you write through a song, take you through the studio process and record, and you'll have a song that you wrote and recorded that you can take home with you from that. So it's a really, really excellent experience.
Awesome. So that's the week of July 26th, Junior Songwriting Camp. There's so many other camps going on. We have a camp for the 6 to 10-year-olds. It's called Adventures in Music, and that's what you're doing. You're going on an adventurer. When you join that camp, you become an adventurer. All right, so there's Jersey Rocks week of camp. There's Women Who Rock week of camp. There's a Beatles week. There's a classic rock week. There's so many different things for the 6 to 10-year-olds for that camp. And you can sign up for as many weeks as you want. Pick and choose which week. So I highly encourage that. At the same time, Brandon, you're killing it. You're writing songs.
Thank you.
You're making new songs with the bands as well. They're doing a lot of covers and they're writing, right?
Yeah, that's true. A lot of my bands have some original songs. Even the young bands, actually. A couple of my Get Starteds have some songs they're writing.
Wow.
And they love it. The little kids really love writing the songs, and they have some great ideas. It's just if you can kind of help them find some of the stuff like finding chords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as the songwriting, I find for even the really young ones, they start really great, and they've got some awesome ideas.
I love
really,
it.
really creative. So
That's cool. That's awesome. Well, Brandon, thank you.
Thank you.
This is an amazing interview. So in just a moment, we're probably going to go to a little bit of a commercial, and we'll come back with some more programming. So thank you so much, and we will see you guys shortly.
If there's anyone else out there who doesn't have cable or who didn't have cable. But I didn't have cable for a long time, and then I moved down here about a year and a half ago, and I was just like, I didn't know anybody. I was just alone, and but I had cable, and Dirty Dancing is on all the time. So in a matter of like a couple of months over the summer, while I was shucking oysters, I just watched Dirty Dancing maybe like 12 times. It's a great movie. And anyway, so the songs just were in loop in my head all the time. And it's like when you have a song that has like a strong core in your head, you just kind of go back to it. I just kept coming back to, I want to tell you what love is all about. Anyway, so, yeah. So in those months alone, I just sort of arranged some Dirty Dancing tunes. I've been meaning to tell you. I've got this feeling that won't subside. I look at you and I fantasize. Be mine tonight. Now I've got you in my sights with these hungry eyes. One look at you and I can't disguise that I've got hungry eyes. I feel the magic between you and I wanna hold you, so hear me out. I wanna show you what love is all about. Be mine tonight. Now I've got you in my sights with these hungry eyes. One look at you and I can't disguise that I've got hungry eyes. I feel the magic between you and I with these hungry eyes. Now I've got you in my sights with these hungry eyes. Did I take you by surprise? I need you to see this love was meant to be. Hungry eyes. Hungry eyes.
Really little, my brother started the guitar. So I really, as the youngest sibling, I always wanted to be louder and bigger than them, obviously, because I have two older brothers. So I've always wanted to be bigger than them, so I obviously wanted to pick the loudest instrument. And then also another inspiration was I was a big fan of the Jonas Brothers, and Nick Jonas was my favorite, and his first instrument was the drums. So I was like, I have to. So I've been playing for over, I think, like 12 years now, over 10 years. So and I always wanted to be in a band and start something new. I've obviously my private lessons, my chorus, and then I did the artist program for songwriting. I did the drum camp. My private lessons when I work with Steve, with everything like my styles, everything, like to know that not just rock is everything, but like to like Latin, all different types of grooves, funk, like all of that is very important. That he's taught me a lot. And just in general, like even Jet, it's already getting me like a step ahead, like doing college prep, which was very useful, and playing with a band too, because I've talked to people and they go to Berkeley and they've never played in a band, and I think that's the strangest thing. I've never had a bad teacher here. I've loved every single one of my teachers in different ways. They've been like helpful in all different like styles and everything. So I really cherish that, because like it's important to have a really good teacher and someone that's passionate about it. And then also just playing. I think like performing and like the gigs that we get here are very fun and very like awesome. Like we played at the Paramount, which was like a huge venue, which is really awesome. And just playing all around Asbury is really cool. My two top was opening up for Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes on Count Basie Theater and on New Year's Eve. That was really cool. It was a sold-out show, which was amazing. And then, ironically, I met Max Weinberg at Lakehouse. I met him from the jump camp, and he remembered me. And I didn't even know this, but he was playing at the Hard Rock Cafe in Atlantic City, and I just went with my family, and he's like, "Do you want to fill in for me?" So I got to play with his band. Always follow your dream. It's very cliche, but I believe that if you work hard enough to do what you want to do and you're passionate enough, you will get to it. Always just work hard.
All right, everyone. Ben Marino here, and I'm here with Adam Phillipson, the CEO and president of the Count Basie Center for the Arts. Adam, welcome.
Thank you, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be in this space. The space is, you guys did a great job. It looks amazing.
Thank you. This is awesome. It's just truly an honor to be in such a historical building, working with such a historical and legendary company as you guys. I mean,
Thank you, man.
This whole thing's amazing.
Yeah. Now, listen, we have a thriving campus here, and we just felt like having you guys here and part of it. As I've always been saying to John, it's like having an Apple store in your mall. You know?
My gosh,
really
that's awesome.
cool.
Well, we feel like we're the Apple store in the mall. So, oh my gosh.
Anyway, that's exactly what I just said, dude.
That's what he said. I wanted to turn it around. I couldn't figure out how.
You know what I really feel is that we're the Apple store.
So we have the honor of I'm going to interview him today. So,
All right, man.
What got you started in this industry?
Well, I've been in the business in one form or another since I was 12 years old, growing up in New York City. So I've the arts have always been something I've been involved in, and always found the value, and always found the community and the family, and it's just something that's been staying a part of me for a long time.
Wow, I love it. I love it. There's such a strong mission here. There's such strong arts and education, and just a focus on performance as well, and just all of those things. So now, we have obviously the theater, right? And then now we have the Vogel.
Yeah,
so tell us about the Vogel a little bit, and also having two incredible facilities in one place.
I think when I got here about 8 years ago, we had a lot of conversation about, we've got this great venue, but and we have great education programs, but how do we really become a community venue that's known for the education work that we do, and for the fact that we can take people on a journey in their career. They can start in a class, and then they can find themselves on Broadway, or find themselves in a band, or something, or start in a small space, and next thing they're on the main stage. And we really knew that to be that kind of pathway, you needed that spot that was a little smaller, not so intimidating, because it's not easy to perform. If you're starting out, being in 1,500 people, first of all, if it's full, it's freaky, and if it's not full, it's freaky. So either way, we knew we needed another space, and that's really when the germ of this idea came for another venue. And then, also for us, a lot of our stuff was traditional and seated, and there were bands that we were working with or starting to work with that didn't really want to play a seated venue, and we just needed to have a different experience for our artists and for our community members, especially community members that were moving into the Red Bank or the area, and listen, they were going to stay in New York and consume there if they didn't have something here. So that was really where it all began.
Awesome.
How can we better serve our community?
Yes.
And it's great. Having two, it's amazing. And it's you really feel like it's this thriving campus.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. I love those words. Yeah, and what you're describing is what shows to me as a public member, looking in, and so to know that you guys can bring someone from inception of artistry and education and just a desire for the arts, all the way to, hey, so-and-so's on a Broadway show, so-and-so's auditioning, so-and-so's in this band, touring,
and you
whatever.
Get a chance to, in our bands or groups that we're raising, right? You get to maybe open up for somebody, or we got a couple of kids that are singing backup for Bobby Bandiera with the Tom Petty show, and those are the kinds of opportunities that you can create.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the artists that come to visit, they actually also care about education and reaching that community. You know, they love their patrons and the artists that are coming to their show, but they really care also, and so that's what happens. And I mean, that's the field we're in. And in general, there's just good people, man, that want to help each other and get each other to the next level.
Yep, 100%. And that's where I feel like there is a common thread between us, because one of our mission statements is relevance and helping people in the world right now. What is the music industry? What does it look like? So the artist program, something like that, the core program, training people up in bands, right? To then go out into the real world and become touring musicians or session musicians. Or maybe they're not full-time musicians and they're gonna go do a different profession, but they're a hobbyist and they just love it. Like, 100%. It's all for the love.
And also, I think, what you guys teach and what we teach in our programs is, it's that level of professionalism. I mean, yes, you're dipping your toe in to see like, oh, I like this, I don't like this. Fine, there's always that, right? Yeah. But when you get to one step beyond that, we got kids right now that are rehearsing for a show that comes on next week. They're in tech dress from 4 until 8 o'clock every day this week, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. That level of rigor, right? And you do the same thing. That breeds. Just when you're in a professional situation, you know what to do.
Yes.
And you know how to behave.
Right.
Because you're not going to be doing something and on your phone checking out.
Yeah, you know the etiquette. Yeah.
That's exactly right. And that's what I think a real good facility teaches.
Cool.
And then who comes out on all sides has that level of depth and education.
Yeah, and as a professional, there comes to a certain point where your playing gets you in the door, but your attitude keeps you there.
Oh my God, that's exactly right. That's it.
So I love that. I think, that's one of our, for our instructors, that's something that we love in all of our instructors. Every single instructor we have has an amazing, humble attitude.
Oh man,
and they'll never tell you where they've been or the tours they did unless you ask, and it comes from this place of them wanting to help you, right? It's all about the student.
That's so great. That's great. Yeah.
So I see that with you guys too.
Yeah, no, this is like, for us, this was just a natural fit.
Yeah.
It's just something that we wanted to do for a long time. It just had to be the right time, the right place. And I think in this moment, especially with COVID, when we've all been responding and figuring out what's our next step, and how do we continue to serve people, some great partnerships have formed, and I'm so proud of this partnership and working with you guys.
Likewise.
Having you here, and been walking by and seeing the new logo on the window, and I'm just feeling like this is so right. This is such a good time. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of the last year, how has that transformed how you guys, what your model looks like? What any of your the stuff you're doing has looked like now in April of 2021?
Everything looks a little bit different, and I don't know that it's ever gonna look the way it looked. Like it's gonna come back to some amazing normalcy, but it's gonna be new. There's just people have learned certain things that they shouldn't forget. Like time with your family.
Yes, right.
And and if you can cut 4 hours of your life off by not having to be driving around because you can do something virtually, that's gonna stay.
Yeah.
And if you have other opportunity to reach other people in a wider range because they can get to you virtually,
right?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So I think we've spent a lot of time these last, couple of months really saying like, what did we have to do because of COVID that was like, yes, I'm glad we did it, but like, bye-bye.
Yeah.
And then what did we do that we've learned from that we should keep?
Yes.
And there's a lot of that. So, I think good lessons learned, like a lot of opportunity to talk to people that you probably haven't spoken to in ways that you haven't. And I hope that stays.
Yes.
Like there's just a way that we have to be there for each other.
Yeah.
That I hope continues.
Right. I think we've all learned that communication happens a lot when you see people like in a room, right? But when you don't for a while, you actually have to make an effort to go and communicate, right? So
no doubt.
I think you kind of hit on that, which I think is a beautiful thing that I know I've learned this year of, hey, stay connected.
Stay connected.
Say hey, reach out.
And you know, and find those ways to, you know, to do the communication that was happening when you walked down a hallway and you saw people.
Yes.
You know, because
Right.
that's what's missing.
Yes.
So we've done a lot of that too. You
Yeah.
know, how do we layer on that level of communication? That's been
Yeah.
strong.
Cool. In that same regard of the virtual lessons, you know, one of the coolest things I think that we found, I don't know if you guys have found just with the distance, like there have been people from Germany, from Florida, from Arizona taking lessons and actually being in some of our virtual bands.
That's so cool.
And people think that's crazy, but
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Listen, I think it's great, and I think that, like I said, I think that's just been another way that things have been flattened a little bit, and any of those excuses or whatever that you might have had because of
Yeah.
distance or time or geography, I think those have gone away. So what does that mean? That there's more opportunity than ever.
Yeah.
You know, and I think people, based on what we saw, right, like commercials and everything that you saw over the last year while we've been home, how many people used creativity and the arts to heal and get through? I mean, like, I
Yeah.
believe there's going to be more people wanting to consume the arts than ever.
Yep. I've been having so many conversations, just people calling me up and talking about that very thing. So I believe that too.
Yeah, cool.
Can you tell us a little bit about your team and maybe some of the different avenues that you have to offer at the Basie Center for the Arts?
Yeah, I mean, we have an incredible team that really we were able to keep solid for the entire pandemic.
Amazing.
You know, we've found other ways to pivot and to be relevant and serve our mission,
Yeah.
which is to inspire and to educate and to entertain.
Nice.
So, I mean, we have, you know, we've got a great department that lead our nonprofit fundraising side, because there's a lot of funding that we have to do to be able to support students that can't have the resources.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know, which is great work that we do, and we do galas to support that, and you know, we do a lot of fundraising for that mission. You know, we've got a top presenting organization,
Yeah.
the number one in the state of New Jersey
Right.
before COVID. So that the big venue's always full, and now, you know, even just with what we're allowed right now, which is only 150 seated in the
Okay.
Vogel,
Yeah.
that's the capacity limits that we have.
And you're having
We've been doing
live shows
70,
now.
80 shows that have been sold out. So and safely. Our marketing and department, you know, is just putting out everything that we all envision together.
Yeah.
We've got quite a bit of education work ourselves. We have a School of Performing Arts, and we have a School of Music. School of Music is there's, you know, classical work that you can do and study, and
Yeah.
bands and orchestras and ensembles that you're in.
Yeah.
We have jazz ensembles. We've got theater. There's Broadway shows that kids work on. There's an
Wow.
a cappella groups. There's just so much that's to be offered here.
That's amazing.
Yeah, on camera, improv, everything.
Wow.
Really. And now
We have to collaborate with that stuff.
Yeah.
It's got all the camera people and the improv.
That's what's got to happen.
Yeah.
Right. That's where I think that we, you know, in a lot of the conversations that we've been having, conceptually, vision is why this is such a great partnership, because I think we feel the same thing.
Yeah.
But like how we can engage kids and how we can, you know, engage groups and create hybrids. That's really all of our creative ideas, and that's what we're going to do.
Awesome. What do you think the arts community needs now more than ever after the last year?
You know, support, financial support, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of organizations that have closed their doors.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of organizations and foundations that recognized that they needed to support, you know, people that were sick and people that were administering vaccinations and things of that so or food, and people that were like couldn't pay rent and
Right.
didn't have food. I mean, the services that were available got a lot of needed support in this
Yeah.
time, and sometimes that meant that the arts were being overlooked, and in some areas there was more support than ever. But I really believe coming out of this, just because one day the governor's going to say, hey, you're back, take your mask off. You don't need to be 6 feet apart, and you can fill a room.
Right.
Still going to take a year to get yourself back to some sense of normalcy. So,
Totally.
There's a bridge. When I talk to a lot of my colleagues right now, there's a bridge. And when I talk to a lot of students right now, they would love to, but they can't. So the opportunity for us to be able to support that interest is going to be more than ever.
Right. And I think musicians and performers and people in the arts, I see it online, I see it with friends. There's a glue, and there's stuff that they're all coming together online, using different platforms and stuff, which
people
is
are
beautiful.
helping each other
Yes.
right now. I think there's a general sense that that we're not going to do this alone, and that we have no one else to look to except ourselves. Like we're not waiting for anybody to come save us.
Yeah.
That's really the lesson that we learned.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to come along and say, hey, here's this so you can stay open.
Yes.
I mean, it came from our desire to do what we need to do for this community.
Yeah. You got to pivot.
Yeah, man. I hate that word, but yes.
I know. We'll circle back to that later.
Yeah, okay, please. We'll get back to that.
Give me a favorite part of a day in the life of Adam Phillipson at Count Basie.
I always love the sounds, right? So I love those moments that we're all hearing, people playing, or the excitement of students that are, that the education component is just it's so important to us. It's so you're changing lives, and that feels good on a daily basis.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Man, do you have any advice for the current and future generation of artists?
I think that this is a time when you have to be more committed to your craft, more committed to doing the work that it takes, right? I do believe that we're all seeing people get successful quickly or unexpectedly, but I think that hardcore commitment is something that I work to my kids about and talk to artists that are coming up right now. It's like, this is the chance. There's more opportunity than ever. There's more opportunity to put yourself on camera and get someone to see you, but that doesn't mean that takes away how much you're committing to your time and your craft.
Wow. Awesome. Well, there we have it, folks.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam, for being with us. Thanks.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks for all this. We're excited for the future.
Very cool.
Lakehouse at the Basie. Come check out the logo. Come to one of the open houses. And if you see Adam's beautiful face around, go say hi.
Thank you. Please do.
Thanks. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Ben.
Awesome.
Baby, let's cruise away Don't be confused, baby. The way he's clean. If you want it, you got it forever. It's not a one-way staircase, baby. Let the music take your mind. Just releasing you will find you're gonna fly away. Let you go my way. I love you when we're cruising together. Losing was made for love. Cruising was made for love. I love you when we're cruising together. Baby, tonight belongs to us. Everything's alright. Do what you must. Inch by inch, we get closer, closer. Every little part of each other, baby. Let the music take your mind. Just releasing you will find you're gonna fly away. Let you go my way. I love you when we're cruising together. Music was made for love. Cruising was made for love. I love you when we're cruising together, baby. This cruise, this cruise. This cruise.
I think so. Oh wait, can I? I just need to go on my phone. Okay. All right. So is this the interview?
Check, check.
No, I was gonna introduce you.
Okay.
Mackenzie's just gonna introduce you. As soon as Mackenzie walks away.
Do you want me just to walk out? Like, walk? Okay. So I need to be in here. So am I in? I'm Andy today. So, hello. Don't mind me.
I can see the resemblance.
Thank you. I shaved my beard though today. So.
It's nice and tight. Nice.
Thank you. I couldn't get all of it, but it's hiding under Welcome back. We are Lakehouse Music Academy, and welcome to our open house here at the Count Basie in Red Bank, New Jersey. Up next, we have a live acoustic performance from our very own student, Taylor Pontari.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I've got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared to fall off of my chair, and I'm wondering how I get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face, losing control, running all over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am. Well, you started off with nothing, and you're proud that you're a self-made man. And your friends, they keep on crawling to help you work until they say, please, please. Trying to make some sense of it all, but I see it makes no sense at all. Is it cool to go to sleep on the floor? I don't think I can take it anymore. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, stuck in the middle with you. And I don't know when I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. Thank you. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. A bird singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you won't miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams will leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. it till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams will leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Thank you. You, with your switching sides and your wildfire lies and your humiliation, you have pointed out my flaws again, as if I already don't see them. You have pointed out my flaws again. You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me, you've knocked me off my feet again, got me feeling like I'm nothing. You, with a voice like nails on a chalkboard, calling me out when I'm wounded. You're picking on the weaker man. Well, you can take me down with just one single blow. You don't know, and you don't know. Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is me. And someday I'll be big enough so you can't hit me, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Why you gotta be so mean? You, with your switching sides and your wildfire lies and your humiliation, you have pointed out my flaws again, as if I don't already see them. I walk with my head down, trying to block you out, 'cause I'll never impress you. I wanna feel okay again. I bet you got pushed around, somebody made you cold, but the cycle ends right now, 'cause you can't lead me down that road. And you don't know what you don't know. Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is me. And someday I'll be big enough so you can't hit me, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Why you gotta be so mean? Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. And someday I'll be big enough so you can't hit me, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Why you gotta be so mean? Thank you.
It's true. I'm hearing something.
What do you?
It's a transmission And it sounds like another language. Another sandwich? Yes. I must introduce to you. Wow. Armana Yoni on vocals. Bob Dammit on percussion. Valhalla on guitar. And Stephen H. Christ on bass and synth. This is
Daughter Vision.
symbol tree, the equation of abundance. Dissolve the suffering with new tools. In the mind of the small man, the conception of wealth, cooking war out of our food.
welcome back to Lakehouse Music. Thank you, Taylor, so much for that performance. You were amazing. Woo! Yeah, Taylor! Give it up! I am very excited to be here right now with Samantha Giustiani, Senior Director of Education and Outreach at the Count Basie. It's so nice to meet you today.
It's nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So I have to ask, what do you do for the Basie?
So as you mentioned, I'm the Senior Director of Education and Outreach. So we have an Academy of the Arts. I handle all of the performing arts aspects, the theater classes, some dance classes, and now we have some visual art classes. And then I also work on a lot of our outreach programs. So that includes bringing kids to the theater or now showing virtual performances. We have a large initiative called Mind Aligned, and we have some programs in our local schools.
That's amazing. So what does the partnership between the Basie and Lakehouse mean to you?
I think the partnership speaks volumes, especially in the time that we're all going through. I think it's really great to have a location in Red Bank. You know, the Asbury-Red Bank connection, especially with music, is so strong. And just to have classes here, close to where our conservatory is, to provide this opportunity for students in this area is really wonderful.
Yeah,
so I'm excited.
It's very exciting. We're very excited. And then what events do you have coming up this summer?
This summer, so we have summer camp and classes starting July 12th. We have a really robust productions program, so that runs from ages 7 all the way through 18, and that concludes with performances on the stage. We also have week-long camps. A lot of students like to try stuff over the summer, so musical theater, private lessons in music instruments. It's a jam-packed summer.
Yeah,
so July 12th through
It'll
August
be busy.
20th.
So I know you were talking about a little bit before about Mind Aligned. Can you just give us some more details about that?
Sure. So Mind Aligned is a collective impact initiative in Monmouth and Ocean counties, and it's really focused on making sure that schools and their communities are engaged in the arts. And we do that through professional development for teachers, through supporting the arts education that's already happening in the schools, and providing arts experiences for students.
That's awesome and so important. It's much needed. How many schools are in this program being used?
So right now we're in 17 schools
Wow.
between the two counties.
Wow, that is a lot. And then how effective are creative teaching strategies?
So the teachers' response to the creative teaching has been amazing. We've even had teachers using them at home, especially during the pandemic. They increase student engagement, student collaboration, even things down to confidence, grit, perseverance. They've all seen increases when they use them with the students.
And then have you found, because I know personally for us, we found actually virtual learning amazing. We've been able to really branch out in certain areas we never would have thought before. Have you guys felt the same way as well?
Definitely. I think the virtual learning will always be here now in some capacity. The opportunities to bring in artists from all over the world.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah, that's something that wouldn't have existed without this. So I think, you know, while we're all looking for moments of levity and light, I think that's a really positive thing that's come out of this.
Absolutely. And then what sets education through the Basie apart from the rest?
That's a great question.
It's
I
a
think
tough one.
It is. But I can answer. I feel confident in answering. I think, you know, one, our teachers. We have really passionate, really professional teachers that really, really care about the education of the students and the focus on process along with product, but and how the process really changes the student as a person. You know, some of our students will go into the arts as adults, you know, go to college and go on to careers in the arts. Some of our students won't. But their experiences in the arts here do shape them as they move forward.
Absolutely. And that's the same with Lakehouse, because we're so fortunate where we have, you know, students who are 69 and just starting for the first time, or then we have students who are 5 years older and they're like, let's, you know, give this a start. So it's really amazing to see all these different age groups just branch out. And then, so what's your favorite thing about the Basie? Which I'm sure is a very...
Yeah, that's a tough question. I've been here a long time. So there are a lot of favorite things. Obviously, I love all of the education programs we have. I mean, the lights go down when we have got 1,600 kids in the historic venue, and they scream virtually for no reason. It's you know, it's an amazing moment. And you know, I'm really proud of all of our teachers and the staff at the Basie. I'm just so proud of being part of this team, especially in the last year, and how we've been able to innovate and just continue providing the arts and education to our community.
So then, what do you want people in the community to know about the work being done at the Basie?
So I think, you know, we've worked really hard to make sure that everyone knows that there's education outside of the shows that we do here at night. also, that being said, that we are open.
Yeah.
You know, we're lucky to be open in this time, and we're following very strict guidelines. And, you know, as long as people are willing to wear their masks, you can come enjoy some music, some comedy.
And now we have Lakehouse Music here, so we can, you know, do everything all in one area,
We really
which is
can.
so exciting. So then, you know, I have to ask, who is your favorite musician?
That's probably the toughest question you've asked so far. I mean, I'm going to pick a classic. He's always my favorite. Just the voice is Freddie Mercury.
Oh, wow.
Since I've been a kid.
Whew. What a guy. Did you love the movie?
I haven't seen it. I've been really nervous to see it.
You have not watched it?
I have not.
He was phenomenal.
Okay, all right.
He did amazing.
I have heard. It's like when it's your favorite thing and you don't want it to, like, ruin it.
Right,
You know?
right.
So I've been nervous.
Pre-COVID, I watched it 3 times on an airplane once, so it's good.
All right.
And then lastly, I have to ask you, what does music mean to you?
I mean, personally, as a performer, music is transformative.
Yep.
But even as an individual, I mean, you can hear a song and it takes you back to a certain time. You can hear a song and have it cheer you up.
Yep.
You know, it's food for the soul.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have to thank you so much for joining us today, Samantha. It's been phenomenal. Up next, we have, sorry about that, very difficult. Up next, we have a live band workshop where we teach someone with no musical experience how to play something. So stay tuned for that.
Welcome to The Vogel. The Vogel.
Hey guys, today it's me, Presley, and this is my best friend Ella, and we're laughing really hard. Sorry if we laugh. No, you're just right. Sorry if we laugh. Shh, ignore her. So we are gonna be singing "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" and
Together.
Yes.
I hope you like
and I
it.
hope you enjoy this
You're
video.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Come on, let's go and play.
I never see you anymore. Come out the door. It's like you've gone away. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why. Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. Go away, Anna. Okay, bye.
So dramatic.
Do you want to build a snowman or ride our bikes around the halls? I think some company is overdue. I started talking to the pictures on the walls, hanging the drone. It gets a little lonely. All these empty rooms, just watching the hours tick by.
No.
Shh, shut up. You just ruined that.
Oh my god. I have no words. No. T.
I could not sing for the life of me. And I was too into it. I really thought I was amazing, but no. No, I definitely remember recording it. I wanted to be a famous YouTuber so bad, and I really thought this was gonna blow up, and I was gonna be the next big thing, but clearly not. Stop posting pictures, stop posting videos of yourself on YouTube. Yeah, I'll admit it.
Welcome to Lakehouse Recording Studios. I'm the studio manager, Michael Scotto. Let's take a look around. When the studio was coming together, it was important for us to have a concert grand piano. The Yamaha C7 fits the bill. It sounds gorgeous, but also it's very versatile piano. So regardless of the session, it can adapt.
Put a smile on my mama's face, 'cause I'm not real. I've been working all day. I need.
Our microphone collection is a heavy dose of vintage classics with a lot of modern models and remakes. It's important for us, every session's different, to have something that works for the artist. Just because something is really old and vintage is cool, it may not be the right choice for someone's voice. It's important for us to maintain a 2-inch tape machine. Whether it's right or not for your session is debatable. However, there's no debate that there's a quality to recording onto tape that you cannot get digitally. This is our 1970s era Series 8024 Neve, the heart of Studio North. We've got amps. Like I mentioned, we have amps. Here in Studio South is our other beautiful analog vintage 1970s era API Melville, complete with a tip jar for the engineers who go that extra mile. There's no way to recreate or emulate a well-tuned room. This entire studio was overseen by the man, John Storick of WSDG Studios. His first studio, in fact, 1968 for Jimi Hendrix in New York City, Electric Lady Studios. John was here, oversaw the entire process. So everything down to the wood choices, the wall surfaces, everything has a purpose. Let's check out some stringed instruments. Our collection here spans every great tone and sound in popular music since things got electrified.
It always hurts. Oh, and it always bleeds.
So not unlike the guitar amps, we know it's overkill. We don't need this many snares. We don't, but we have them. Here in the green room is typically where we take our meetings. We'll sit, we'll have a cup of coffee or whatever, and this is where I get to listen to what it is you're trying to do and to help you do it. It all starts with a phone call or a DM or an email. So reach out, would love to meet you and work with you.
You call after I'm gone and we said our goodbyes.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by. We hope to see you soon.
Too long. You text me when it's clear that I'm being polite. Found 1,000 ways to tell you no.
So. All right, everyone, we are live on the live stream here. We got people practicing behind us. These people just learned a song. This is the first time we're going to play this song in history with this group of musicians. All right, so get ready for this. It's going to be so much fun. All right, give me one moment. Let's get the band on the same page. To be a strong, unified band, there's no noodling allowed. All right? There's no number one music rule at Lakehouse. No noodling allowed. I'm just kidding. Guys, ready for this? We're going to play a little song we put together. It's called, it's called Three Little Birds. Actually, Bob Marley put it together. So we're in the key of A, everyone, obviously. Raise your hand if you don't know what the key of A means. Awesome. That's great.
Four sharps.
We are working with all these volunteers here that volunteered to play an instrument for the first time. All right, so we're gonna play Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. They just learned what the notes on the guitars and what the drum groove is and lyrics, and we're gonna go ahead and do a live band demo. We're gonna play a chorus and a verse, and then guys, I'll stop us at the end. As one of our band members said, what could possibly go wrong? This is gonna be awesome. So here we have Three Little Birds. Everybody on the count of four, I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna play an A, all right? It's the second string on a guitar, and you guys know on the piano where it is. And then give me a nice kick and a crash when we hit A. We're just gonna hold it. All right, we're gonna play in unison the first note. 1, 2, ready, and stop. Wow. All right, let's do that same thing with a D. All right, that's the third string on the guitar and the bass. 1, 2, ready, and stop. Oh, they are good listeners. This is going to be a good performance. The third note and the third chord in this song is an E. It is the lowest string on a guitar and a bass that we have right now. And you guys know on the piano where it is, right? You just learned that. Here we go. E, 2, ready, and... All right, ready? Ready to rock? We're going to start on the A. We got some chords on the mirror here. We got our little cheat sheet. And all right, here we go, guys. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, a ready, A. Hold that A. Hold the A. Hold the A to the chorus. Don't worry. Come on, Jay, sing it out.
About a thing.
To the D.
'Cause every little thing is gonna
To the
be
A.
alright. Sing
Again.
and don't worry about a thing.
To the D.
'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
To the verse on the right.
Rise up this morning, smile with
E.
the rising sun. Three little birds
D.
by my doorstep,
A.
singing sweet songs.
E.
A melody's pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
To the chorus.
Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
Again.
Singing, don't worry about a thing.
We're going to hold it out.
'Cause every little
2,
thing
3.
is gonna be alright.
Give it up one more time for the band. And that is how it's done. All right, this is our new band on Thursday nights. Guys, that was amazing. Man, Jenny, what did that feel? I'm going to go straight into interview mode. What did that feel like, Jenny? Do we have a microphone over there? Good, a safe microphone. Here you go.
It was very fun to do something different after this year.
Oh my gosh, yes. And Jenny is sporting the awesome look of her husband Brian next to her. Brian, tell us about your experience. He was like, no, I'm not playing anything. I said, I'm gonna put a bass in your hands and let's see what happens.
I liked it, that was fun.
You sounded great, dude. Awesome. We have Lucy back on the drums. Awesome. Tell us about your drumming career, Lucy, that's about to take off.
Well, I just started 2 minutes ago, and I think I sound pretty darn good.
Yes. That's awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, guys. That was it. We got Eden. Let's give it up for Eden on the keys. Amazing. Eden. And let's give it up one more time for Adam on the drums. Wow, and Jay on the vocals. Awesome. So guys, what we have going on, I'll just explain a little bit about what we just did. That was just a little bit of a taste, a piece of what we do here at Lakehouse. You don't need any experience to start learning an instrument. That's one of the most fun things, and you can start at any age. So we have our young elementary programming from 6 months old to 4 years old. Then we have our 4 and 5 year olds, and from 6 to 10, starting here, May 27th, with Mr. Brandon teaching the class. We have our 6 to 10 year old Get Started program, which is a 2-hour band plus a 30-minute one-on-one private lesson on the instrument that you choose. And with those kids, they're so young, they're exploring different instruments. They get to also try some different things and figure out what it is they really like to do as a musician at such a young age. And as a school, we've been around for 8 years. As John calls it, we're about to hit our octave. And for the students that started young in our Get Started program, they're now well into our core program, 10 to 18 years old. And they are just monster musicians where day in and day out, I pretty much just tell myself, I wish this place was around when I was that age. Because who knows? But it's so cool. So we have our core from 10 to 18 years old. That's going to happen here on Thursdays again with Brandon. Brandon, give us a nice wave. Brandon's our, give it up for Brandon. He'll be our teacher on Thursdays from 5:45 to 7:45 for our core band. Spots may go quickly, so sign up and reserve that spot. From 8 to 10 p.m., we have also Brandon being the teacher of our night sessions group. All right, that's adults 18 and up, and I mean 18 and up. So whenever you want to start, you could be 18, you could be 75, you could be 90. Doesn't matter. It's so much fun, as we just saw people of tons of different ages learning the same song, and that was fun, guys. I see smiles. I'm looking around. People are smiling. That's what music does. I see it in the eyes. And thank you, guys. This is beautiful. And we are at the Basie right here, Lakehouse in Red Bank. And we're so fortunate to be here. So we'll be right back. I think we'll go to a commercial. And thank you so much.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over?
Mackenzie.
What an amazing evening, I just have to say.
And you know what? It's not over yet. This live stream may be ending, but the night's not. If you're still watching and you want to come down, we're here till 8. I have the amazing Mackenzie Huddleston next to me.
Hello, that's me.
My name is Ben Marino. I'm music director here at Lakehouse, and we are Lakehouse at the Red Bank Count Basie Center for the Arts right here. This day has already been incredible. We just saw an unbelievable band free trial experience where we had a bunch of people, never played together, never even picked up instruments, jumped on an instrument, took a little step of faith out there, right? And it was so fun. So that's what we do here, and it's so fun. And spots are filling up quickly for the bands already happening here. So we're starting on Thursdays, May 27th for sure, and we're gonna be adding classes different days as we go. So if you're interested in a Get Started, 6 to 10-year-old, a core 10 to 18, or a night session 18 and up, that's gonna be happening starting May 27th. So give us a call, let us know, and we'll make sure you can reserve your spot in those bands. Thank you to everyone from the Count Basie who was here today,
Yep.
and Taylor Pontari and Brandon for their amazing performances. Anything, Mackenzie?
Just gotta say thank you so much. If you need to find any more information about Lakehouse, you can check us out online at lakehousemusicacademy.com. We keep everything up to date there, so that's always a good place to check.
Yes, and without further ado, we'll be ending this live stream. We'll be around, and we'll see you on the next 2 open houses here in Red Bank, May 15th, Saturday, and Tuesday, May 18th. So we're looking forward to that. But remember, you can
Absolutely.
always join a band. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Nice. We did it.